I assume you clicked on this video because you are going to give the supplementary bank exams that are coming up. So there are lots of supplementary examinations that are coming up. But even if you are new to bank exams, I have told some important things that are going to be very helpful for you. So I hope that you get value out of this video. Hi, this is Shupriyo. So all the supplementary bank examinations for 2020, they are not very far off, and so it's important that you refocus all your energies if you are giving these examinations. And since you are all new bank exam aspirants, it's very important that you keep some things in your mind so that going forward it's going to be very easy and you can get selected very fast. So the first thing, it's the 5 things that new aspirants must remember when they are preparing for these bank examinations. Now, what are these things? The first and the most important thing is that you have to understand that the actual examination is very different from a mock test. So that exam simulation, it's something that nothing else can match. So it's very important that whenever you are actually preparing for these examinations, you remember to always fill the forms for as many examinations as possible. Don't just leave some examinations thinking that these are below me. No, those types of things you have to go ahead and attempt, because the number of exams, as you give more and more IBPS types of exams, then your experience will be increasing and your chances of getting success also increase dramatically. The second thing to remember is that in the mains examination, the real game begins. Prelims exams are actually very easy, but it is the mains examination that actually proves to be the biggest hurdle. So always keep that in your mind. Whenever you are preparing for these examinations, remember that your main goal will be to crack the mains examination. So always have that kind of a preparation strategy in place. Try and find more types of mains centric questions so that you can get the best amount of practice and you can excel in the mains exam. Prelims is just the trailer and the main movie it is in the mains exam. And I have of course also given you some links down below in the description and in the comments. You can check it out for some good quality question banks, and you can subscribe to those, and that's going to be very useful for you. So the third thing that you have to remember is that the general awareness is a game changer. So never think that you are going to leave the general awareness preparation for later. You have to take it alongside your prelims preparation. So from day one you have to actually start preparing for your general awareness. At least a minimum of 6 months of general awareness you have to prepare, and you have to do it via MCQs. That's the best possible way to prepare. At least 1 week from the date of the exam you should be prepared, and you will see how much this helps you in the mains examination. General awareness is something that many people neglect and then they later pay for it. So don't make that mistake. The fourth thing to remember is that English plays a very vital role. Many people, they are very comfortable with their local or their regional languages and they do not practice in English. You will find that most of the bank exam channels, they will be showing you content in Hindi or any other kind of local language, but they are not covering content in English. And this is where you are going to get a competitive advantage, because you are watching my channel which is exclusively done in English. Many people question me, why don't I make content in Hindi or in Bengali? I could easily do that, but it will not actually help you. The people who are following me, they will understand this, not now, not in the next month, but over the course of time. When you listen to English, when you are practicing English, when you are comfortable with your English, then in your life opportunities will open up that you cannot even believe. So remember that and make your English very strong, because it will help you to crack many examinations. Most of the bank exam aspirants, they are not that comfortable with English, and so that is going to be your competitive advantage. Always remember that. And the fifth and the final thing to remember is to have a dream exam. You have to research all the examinations that are in the market, the notifications that are coming out, and you have to pick one exam that you are going to think that if I crack this exam, I'm going to join that job no matter what happens. So keep that dream examination in your head and build all your preparation around it. That is going to help you so much in your examinations going forward. And now coming to the multiple examinations. So what are the exams that we have have lined up in front of us. So on 31st December 2020, we have the IBPS RRB PO, right? So it is the IBPS RRB Officer Scale 1 examination. And then on the 2nd and the 4th of January 2021, we have the IBPS Office Assistant, the RRB Office Assistant examination. So that's also something that is coming up. And then on 5th and the 6th of January 2021, we have the IBPS PO prelims exam. So all these three prelims examinations, they are in the pipeline. So to tackle all of these things, what you can do is that try and do mock tests which are PO mock tests. So don't go for clerical mock tests at this point of time. Try and finish off all the probationary officer level mock tests that you have, so that it really helps you to just raise your level a little bit higher. And 5 days before each of these examinations, or at least 3 to 4 days before the examination, focus on that particular examination. That's going to be very helpful to you. You also have the SBI PO, which is just going to happen, which is going to start from 31st December. So you also have to keep that preparation continuing, and so you will be really helped if you are giving the PO level mock tests. And because these are all prelims, I'm very sure that you can handle all these multiple examinations together, and it's going to be very easy for you to do it. And what you can do is you can try the day wise split. So since you are a beginner, I assume that you don't have that much experience with these bank exams. Sometimes the mistake that people make is that each day they are going to devote to all the three subjects. So quant, reasoning, English, they are going to do it on each day. But sometimes at the beginning of your preparation, it becomes very difficult. So what you have to do, you have to just demarcate one day for quant and another day for reasoning. And the English preparation, you can of course continue each and every single day. Even the general awareness preparation, you can continue each and every single day if you want. But either quant or reasoning, focus on only one subject per day, so it becomes much easier for you to do a lot of sums of that subject, and then you can just move forward to the next subject in the next day. So once you get a little bit more experienced, then you can break up your day and you can just go ahead and do all the different types of the quant, reasoning and English on the same day. But at the earlier stages, this day wise split, it's going to help you quite a lot. And of course, whenever you are giving mock tests, it is a no-brainer that you are giving all the three types of things. So coming to the mock test strategy, so I would just suggest you that in the initial parts of your preparation, do a mock test at least per day. So each day you are giving a mock test, and after that you can give it on the alternate days. So that is something that you have to develop. You have to understand where you stand, and only then you can go ahead and do that. And of course, you can check the links in the description and in the comments. You'll find out the source for a great mock test. You can subscribe that if you want. And even if you don't have that, it doesn't really matter. Just go for any 2 good quality mock tests, so that you can have a variety of questions and you can just practice from those high quality questions. And it's going to be very helpful, because mock tests, they are the most important component for any bank exam preparation, and without the adequate number of mock tests, it becomes very difficult to crack these exams. So take it seriously. I also have a video where I have explained how to actually tackle the mock test. You can go check it out. It's going to be very useful to you. And coming to the next thing, the memory based prelims paper. So since all the examinations have already happened, and remember, this is not a re-exam. So this is not a re-exam. This means that the people who had already sat for this examination, they cannot sit again. So you have the great opportunity of going to all those memory based papers, and you can just find out the ones which are very tricky and get them done. So this is going to help you. So search on YouTube for the memory based papers, or even on Google. You're going to get lots of sources. You can find out those questions, and it's going to help you. Since you are a beginner, you are going to understand the question patterns as well. And finally, I just want to tell that you have to avoid negativity. Many people are going to tell you that it's going to be very difficult, that there is high competition, that these days bank exams are impossible to crack. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability, and you have to just remember, you are new. You are coming with a fresh perspective. You do not have any kind of baggage of the past, and that is the benefit that you have. Since you have no experience of these exams, you are coming into it with a fresh mind. You have no baggage, and at the end of the day, innovative thinking only comes out of people who are new to any particular field. So my best wishes for all the examinations that you are going to sit for. I hope that you learned something from this video and that it was beneficial to you. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and share it with your friends, and if you want to see more of this kind of content, please click on the subscribe button and do not forget to click the bell icon so that you, my friend, do not miss any future update. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.